Hello and welcome to video number 2 when we look at what do we actually mean when we use the word psychosis. But it's really important to have in mind that psychosis actually is very unique to each and every individual and family that experience psychosis. So it's not one standard way of understanding what exactly psychosis is. So psychosis, or the symptoms of psychosis, can be categorised in two ways: positive symptoms and negative symptoms. In this context, positive symptoms does not particularly mean good symptoms. They're called positive because they are added to someone's existence of identity, such as, in addition to other senses, they might see or hear things that crucially other people do not see or hear. Perhaps the person with psychosis smells things or feels things that other people simply do not see, smell, or feel. We can call them hallucinations. They might also believe in stories or believe things to be happening that other people find hard to believe or are actually seemed as impossible. For example, some people with psychosis believe that other people can hear their very private thoughts. Broadly, these can be called delusions. They might also display behaviours that don't make sense to others. I've worked with lots of people with psychosis, and upon meeting them at first, the behaviours might not make sense. But I know that after exploring them and understanding the person over time, those behaviours start to make more sense to us all. Next, we have negative symptoms. For example, you might see someone have less energy, or they might struggle to start or finish basic chores around the house. And you might see some brain fog, for example, forgetfulness, losing track of what they're doing, losing track of conversations, and like I said, struggling to start or finish some of the most basic of tasks. In my opinion, negative symptoms seems to follow the positive symptoms. So although the hallucinations and delusions might taper off, you then might see a period of time where the person struggles to, say, get out of bed, leave the bedroom, or spend a lot of time on the sofa, and less time being active. So I've put a link here to the BPS manual. BPS stands for the British Psychological Society, and they've got a department called the Department of Clinical Psychology. This department have released this manual, which I think is excellent at capturing the complexity of psychosis. So what do we actually offer the people who are in our service? Someone will come into our service who's got a first episode of psychosis, and the individual treatment that's available to them is medication, individual psychology, group work, and access to things like our support workers or help getting back into employment and physical health checks. Each person that comes into our service is also allocated a care coordinator. A person in our services has care coordination for the 3 years that they're in our service, and their care coordinators will help, as the title suggests, coordinate their care in our service and also help them tap into other services that's out there in the community, such as help getting into different accommodation or support with benefits. We also offer support for families. This includes a relatives education group, general family support, which will be helping understanding what psychosis is, and specific family support, which goes a little bit more deeper into family relationships, the history of the family, and helps people work together towards future goals. We really want to involve family members in the care of the loved one, and we have links with the Carers Centre in Liverpool and Sefton, which is bespoke care for relatives. Also really important to say that actually some of the people we work with do not want their families to be involved in their care, or family members are unable to offer care, say if they live elsewhere or abroad. We also are sometimes faced with something called a confidentiality dilemma, when the service user does not want the family members knowing anything about their care, yet family members actually want to know more and want to be able to help out. In that situation, we do our best to try and work with the service user and the family to come to some resolution. So that's the end of video 2, and please look out for video number 3, which is on communication. Thank you.